Before I say what I am making up, first, can we have a round of applause for the families of these two fine people? For putting all this together and being such great sports. Any one of us could be giving this speech, really. We're all very good friends. We've been friends for, a very long time. And when Amy and Patrick started dating, the first time we met Amy, I was at Bill's house, and Patrick said, "Yeah, I'll tell you when Amy leaves town, and then we can hang out." I looked at Bill and I said, "Hey, Bill, what do you want to do?" Bill turns to me and says, "Let's go embarrass Patrick." But I'll be honest with you, we went in there, and Amy was pretty great. And we're not an easy bunch to get acclimated to. We do some strange things, but she weaved her way in there, and I'll be honest, she could not have been better for Patrick. These two, they go well together. She calms him down because he's insane, and Amy, she just sort of, she told us all. I'm gonna wrap this up before I start to ramble here because I've been known to do that. Let's just raise a glass to these two, to my best friend Patrick and my very good friend Amy. May you have many years together.
Well, unlike Ike, I have to write things down or I will forget it all and ramble.
You can't forget it when you make it up.
Right. So, I'm Kelsey Jones, and I've known Amy since the 3rd grade when I moved to Galesville. And I'm just really blessed to be here today to celebrate with Amy and Patrick on their marriage. So even though now we're 4 hours and 300 miles apart, we have become really as close as ever. So most little girls in elementary school, like we were, most of them think about their wedding and plan their wedding out. We used to have our bridesmaids all set. We had the father-daughter dance already. The dance we would dance to with our husbands, and of course, who the husband would be. Now, of course, at that time, I was determined that Brad Pitt was going to be my husband. That hasn't worked out so far, but we're still hoping on Aaron Rodgers, so we'll get there. Amy, on the other hand, she wasn't like the rest of us. While we were daydreaming on the swing set, Amy was out playing tackle football with the boys. It was tackle football, it was pickup basketball or baseball in the springtime, but she really, she lived in reality. And now we're here, and she's the first one really getting married. So it goes to show that you should really get out there and play tackle football with her. My mistake. Now, Amy, she may be head over heels in love, but she knows this isn't the love you see in the movies or dream about. But Amy's got this love that you commit to, you work at every day, and you continually care for no matter what. Growing up friends, Amy has become almost like another sister to me. The first day we met, I will probably never forget. It was one of my first days at a new elementary school, and Amy came up to me with her bubbly little personality and said, "Hi, do you remember who I am?" And I'd met about 40 people that day, so I said, "No." She just gave that contagious laugh and that smile and said, "I'm Amy." So I thought, all right, she's pretty chill. We could be friends, you know. Today, I truly do find myself thanking God for putting such a wonderful person in my life. And then I've always wanted the best for Amy, especially when it did come to finding that person who she decided to spend the rest of her life with. So knowing Amy and getting to know Patrick over these past 2 years, I really do marvel at how these two have shown such a mature and a deep love for one another. When Amy called to tell me she had a new boyfriend, I honestly didn't really think anything of it at first. She sounded a little different on the phone though. She told me there was something special about him. I had to wait and find out for myself. So I met Patrick 2 summers ago when he came to a summer barbecue that we threw, and there really was something special about Patrick. He showed up and he didn't know anybody there, but because it was important to Amy, he decided to go out and make conversation with all of our friends and to really just make an effort to get to know people. And I knew, you know what, that's something special about him. I mean, the way that they interact with each other, it's really not fake and it's not awkward, but it's natural and caring, and it really is real. So now we're here tonight celebrating after they've made this eternal promise to one another. And with Amy's heart of gold and with Patrick's compassion, there really are no ups and downs they can't get through together. They don't need anything flashy or consistently exciting. They've continually shown that they are simply happy just being together. No matter how tough life gets, no matter how wonderful it can be, you two will live it through together as husband and wife, as best friends, and as a team. So I leave you, Amy, my longest and dearest friend, and Patrick, my new friend and the love of my best friend's life, with these words of encouragement. Live your new life together, loving one another always, and let no person or thing come between what God has so beautifully sewn together today. So I love you guys, and congratulations.